Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I will show you an app I've built over the last month to help you guys ace your draft for the upcoming fantasy football season. So let's begin. So the first thing the app will ask you is all about your league settings. So which scoring format you're using, number of teams that are participating, and the roster size. I will leave them as a pretty standard league, half PPR 12-team league with 15 roster spots, 6 being on the bench. So the app also gives you the option of selecting data source for fantasy points projections and ADP. Right now it only contains one option, but you'll see soon what this is for. So when going to the next screen, you'll see this table. In the top left corner you'll see the current pick you're sitting on. So of course we'll start at 1.1 in every draft. In the table below you will see that next time this player will be picking on this draft. So in a regular snake draft, as you know, if you're picking at 1.1, the next time you'll pick will be at 2.12. So what this table is showing us are the replacement players per position that we might expect to have available to us at this point of the draft based on ADP. So as you can see, we are selecting at pick 24 overall, and these players all have an ADP of around that. So these are the players that we would expect to have available to us at our next pick. So based on this, the table on the right, what is showing us is it's showing the current top available players at this pick, and the way it ranks them is by comparing these players with their corresponding replacement. So in this case, the running backs in this table are being compared to Chris Carson, and it pretty much tells us the value or gap over this player. So the number one ranked player here, Christian McCaffrey, has a projection of 337 fantasy points, which is 133 more than Chris Carson, or if you want to say it as a percentage, 65% more fantasy points. It also shows you here the year ADP and the urgency by which you should prioritize these players. So for example, if a player here has an ADP that is bigger, or rather greater than 24, then you will see in this column a low urgency rather. So if we select a player here, Christian McCaffrey, then it will go to the next pick, which is 1.2, and the next pick of this player will be at 2.11. And same concept, it will show you here the players that are most likely to be available to this player at this point of the draft, and then compare them with the players that are currently available and see if there's a gap between them. So in this case it compares Dalvin Cook with J.K. Dobbins, and it determines that it would be better for you to select Dalvin Cook right now, because if you wait, then you'll have access to a player like J.K. Dobbins the next time you pick. So this tool is not the only thing you should be using for your draft, obviously. This tool doesn't know which players you're missing and which positions you have. So it might be a little confusing. But this tool will help you determine if you should prioritize one position before your next pick, because that position might be dropping a tier if you leave it until the next round. So this tool also doesn't contain kickers or defenses, so if one player in your draft selects one of those positions, just select a player that will most likely be unpicked on your draft. So for a standard 12-team league with one quarterback, you can simply submit the pick of Sam Darnold, so you can move to the next pick. Yeah, so I'll leave a link to this app in the description below. Please let me know any feedback or any questions you might have, and good luck in your draft. Bye.